Okay, so I have a long-term Minecraft city world that I've been playing on for over 5 years and 7,000-ish in-game days, and the most recent area of development, called Palm Haven, has become a series on this channel. But after all of this time building in Bedrock Edition, I think it's finally time to move to Java. However, I still have a couple nitpicks about Java that make me lose my mind every time I play, but even still, I think it's time to switch. So Minecraft currently has two main versions, Bedrock Edition and Java Edition. Java, originally developed by Notch, first appeared in May of 2009 and was called Cave Game. Bedrock Edition, developed by Mojang, came out more recently in 2017 and merged Windows 10 Edition and the console editions into one unified version. While both versions are Minecraft, they have differences, and there are a million and one videos talking about all the differences between the two, but I'm just going to talk about what affects me today. So let's just start with the big one. Bedrock is so much better optimized. It just is. I know Bugrock has its issues, many of them, but since it was made by a company much more recently instead of built up from a single developer, it's more optimized and runs better, even through these issues. So I'm here in Bedrock Edition, and as you can see, my render distance is currently at the max of 96 chunks, and the game is running fine. I can see pretty far, and here's my FPS. But now let's go to Java. Same world, also max render distance, but only 32 chunks? Really? Even if I get a few more FPS than Bedrock, I'm looking at a third of the distance. I've always loved Bedrock because it's better optimized and actually runs decently where Java just doesn't. And I'm sure all you Java players are typing furiously about mods, but hold on, I'll get there. My second annoyance is inertia. I don't know what else to call it, but in Bedrock you stop in flight faster than you do in Java, which sounds dumb to complain about, but it ruins the muscle memory for moving around. Look, let's compare Bedrock versus Java. Alright, so I'm in this little test world I've got. I'm gonna sprint in the air at full speed. I'm gonna stop here, and we're gonna do the same in Java, and we're gonna count how far it goes. First one, that's, I guess, 3, and 3. 3 threes. Nice. So let's go try this in Java. Alrighty, so I've got the same thing here in Java. Just gonna do the same thing. Look down, fly up at full speed, and just release when I hit the red. Went a lot farther. 10, 11. It's also 11. 10. Intriguing. Okay, so in Bedrock I want an average of 3 blocks after I stopped pressing W, and in Java I want an average of 11 blocks after I stopped pressing W. So that's quite the difference. Honestly, a bigger difference than I thought it would be. So that's crazy. What the heck? And my third grievance on Java's doorstep is the inability to hold right-click while flying to build a line of blocks. So I'm here in Bedrock and, wow, it's working great, but let's try in Java. And oh, wow, this feature that's pretty fundamental in Bedrock is simply non-existent here in Java. Like, what the hell?
Wait, what about skill and what about auto-clickers?
No, that's stupid. I should not need a third-party software to do the basic feature of placing a line of blocks while flying. This is something I do all of the time when planning out builds, and as someone who builds very large-scale things like cities, sometimes these lines are over 1,000 blocks long. I don't want to click 1,000 times if I don't have to. Why, Mojang? Why is in my opinion, pretty fundamental feature in Bedrock nowhere to be seen in Java? And I get maybe it's a developed skill for something like Bed Wars, but in creative, it doesn't matter. Let me continuously place blocks while flying. This is just annoying. Well, anyway, with this list of issues, why am I switching? And I bet you know. It's the mods. Specifically 2 mods, at least so far. The Replay mod and Distant Horizons. And shaders, but I'm not counting that as a mod today. So the first mod is the Replay mod, which is really amazing because I can do third-person recordings without a second computer and alt account, which is so nice. I made a video semi-recently of a yacht speed build, which was my first time using the replay mod, and holy guacamole, it is so useful. I can take moving shots during time lapses, which I can't do with the second player on Bedrock. I can adjust the camera position after the fact, which makes it easier for y'all to see what I'm building, and I can add shaders or no shaders to the recording whether I play with them or not. It's all so useful. And the second mod is Distant Horizons, which fixes the render distance issue in Java. Here's an example. So I'm here in Bedrock in downtown Palm Haven, which I have a series on if you want to watch it, and my render distance is at its max of 96 chunks, and I can see pretty far. But let's move over to Java with Distant Horizons. Same world, same position. If I look over there, about 5,000 blocks that way is downtown Fort Everett. You can now see the whole skyline from all the way over here, and the performance isn't even that bad. This is amazing for city worlds because you can actually see your skylines from a distance. It is so magical, and I can even put shaders on it too. Look at this. So after all of this, I'm switching to Java not because it's better than Bedrock, but for the modding potential of Java, and the mods only available on Java most definitely make up for the base game's lackluster performance as well as my grievances with feature differences. And if you're curious on how I transferred my world from Bedrock to Java, I used JE2BE, I don't know how to pronounce it, which is a magical piece of software that doesn't ruin slabs like Chunker does, so do with that information what you will. And by the way, if y'all want me to make a tutorial on anything you saw here, let me know in the comments because these mods are amazing. And thank you for making it to the end. If you liked this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out. See you later.